Yo, it's your boy WesTheTech here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist grow in your craft. Now, today we're going to go over Tunecore's pay-per-release plans, all right? So if you're a recording artist who's possibly considering using Tunecore for your music distribution service, but you don't exactly know which type of plan for you to actually go with, then this is the perfect video for you, because in this video, I'm gonna go over the difference between the pay-per-release plans versus the subscription plans that they now offer, all right? Now, before I continue, I definitely wanna let you guys know about my free music business checklist tool that's available on my website right now, all right? This is for those of you who are looking into starting a music business, but don't exactly know where to start, all right? You could absolutely download this free tool that's available on my site right now, and it'll give you 3 things that you could do right away to start your own music business, all right? I will also leave a link to that page in the descriptions of this video below, all right? Now, when it comes down to Tunecore, all right, there's 2 different types of plans. There's the subscription plans, and then there is the pay-per-release plans. Now, if you've had Tunecore for a long time, or if it's been a while since you looked into Tunecore, before all they had was the pay-per-release plan, all right? And there used to be a debate on whether you should go for the pay-per-release plan or the subscription plans like those other music distribution companies like DistroKid and so on and so forth, right? But I don't know if this is just recently or if it's always been this way, but it seems like the Tunecore pay-per-release plans was never the best plan when it came to an independent artist. And the reason I say that is because the pay-per-release plans was kind of always marketed as a one-time fee. Now, I don't know if it was a one-time fee back then, and now it isn't a one-time fee, but whichever the case, the pay-per-release plans are not one-time payments, all right? The pay-per-release plans are an actual annual payment that you have to pay in order to keep your music in the stores, which means that when you see the pay-per-release and you see for the single it's $9.99, $10, and then you look at the album is $29.99, $30, if you notice, it says yearly rate next to it, which means that you will have to pay $10 every year for that single that you release. You will also have to pay $30 every year for that album that you release. When you consider it in this light, this makes this type of plan super expensive, and probably the most expensive type of plan that you can have on the market. Why? Because you're paying this yearly, which means that if you drop 10 singles within a given year, that is $100 for that year, and that's going to be $100 every year following to keep all 10 of those songs up. This is absolutely ridiculous, and this is probably the reason why they ultimately made a decision to make a different type of plan, to make the subscription type of plan like the DistroKids of the world and the other distribution companies. Now they do have a subscription plan that you pay 1 annual fee and you can release as much music as you want, and all you have to do is pay that subscription fee. I'm pretty sure the reason that came about is because their pay-per-release plan was just absolutely too expensive, and these other music distribution companies were just collecting all the clients because they had those annual fees before Tunecore. They had those annual subscription plans before Tunecore where you can release ultimately. DistroKid has had it ever since it started, right? So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Tunecore decided to make their subscription plans as well. But if you do have a pay-per-release plan, or you are considering the pay-per-release plan, I strongly urge you, don't do it. There's no point to it. It's not a one-time fee. No matter what anybody tells you, it's an annual fee. You have to pay it every year. Maybe one day it was a one-time fee in the back, but as of now, it is not a one-time fee. All right. So if someone is telling you that and they haven't checked recently on Tunecore or whatever the case may be, because I've never had Tunecore myself, so I don't know if this is a new thing or it's always been like this, but if you're looking into the pay-per-release plan, there's no point to it, because again, you will have to pay that every single year for every single that you release, or every album that you release. And the worst part about this to me is that, let's say you can't pay it. What happens if you can't pay it, right? Let's say one year comes down and you're unable to spend out $100 to keep your music up. Well, they will absolutely take every single one of those singles or albums down if you cannot make the yearly payment on those things, all right? Which means that once it's taken down, there is no way they could put it back up, all right? It's in their terms and conditions. There's no way, even if you come up with the money to pay for it afterwards, they can't redo it or undo them taking it down. What you would actually have to do from that point is actually re-release the music again, all right? Which means you lose all your stream counts, you lose everything. It'll be like re-releasing the music for the first time, all right? So this is why I don't think the pay-per-release plan should ever be in your mind. If you're gonna go with Tunecore, definitely go with the annual plan. The annual subscription model is the best model in my opinion, especially if you're an artist who is going to continue your music career for a long time. You're going to continue to do it because it's just way more affordable this way, all right? Now, if you're asking for my recommendation entirely, I personally would recommend DistroKid because that's the one that I feel like has been the best, at least for me. But Tunecore's subscription plan looks pretty good to me. All right, we also have Symphonic out there that looks really good. There's a lot of other, distribution plans that has the subscription annual fee, right? You pay the one-time fee and you can release unlimitedly. All right, so that's the route you want to go. Forget the pay per release. It's not worth it. It'll be unaffordable in the long run, regardless if you have the money. It just doesn't make sense to have to do that. Again, as your catalog builds, the more and more you're going to have to pay to keep each song on your catalog because you are literally paying for each song and project individually every year. It makes no sense. I don't even know why they still have it on their website. They should remove it entirely and only have the subscription plan, but it's not my company. It is what it is, all right? But that's pretty much it. So again, if your artist was looking into doing Tunecore and you maybe had a thought to do the pay per release, don't do it. Stick with the subscription plan if Tunecore is the route that you want to go, all right? But that's pretty much it. Now, if you guys have any additional questions and concerns in regards to Tunecore or anything else music related, music business wise, music distributions, or whatever the case, feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. I'm here to help you as an independent artist, all right? Also, if you're an artist who's looking into starting your own music business and you're looking to put yourself in a position to leave that 9-to-5 job so that you could do music full-time like myself, then I strongly urge you to grab my ebook here, The 13 Steps to Jumpstart Your Music Business, because with this ebook here, it'll show you all the steps that I took to put myself in a position to leave my 9-to-5 so that I could do music full-time. And I want every independent artist to have that day, to have that moment in their life that they say, you know what? I quit. I don't have to work for you anymore. I can live off of me just making music. I've been doing that for over 5-6 years now, and I want the same thing for you as well. So if you want to know how to get to the promised land when it comes to that, definitely grab this ebook here, all right? But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
I feel like Moses, big Moses. Yeah, can't nobody hold me. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, I'm feeling like Daniel, big daddy. Yeah, can't nobody face me. Yeah, I feel like Joseph, big Joseph. Yeah, can't nobody break